Welcome back, everybody. This is part 3 of our stewardship story. In part 1, we talked about how we've been dreaming to build and how in the past we moved from a high school cafeteria to a wonderful church on Sunnybrook Road, and how that ark, that church, filled up to the brim with animals so much that we built an even bigger ark, and now it's our job to fill that thing up with wild and crazy animals of all kinds. So in part 2, we talked about how we've been on the ark for a while and we've taken in a little water, some of the challenges that we've had. So we've had challenges of leadership transitions, conflict, and a deficit that we've had to deal with ever since we built the new ark. And so this week in part 3, I want to talk to us about how to meet those challenges. In my video last week, I told you that every year we have about $500,000 worth of expenses. And every year we come somewhere around $450,000 in gifts. $450,000. Amazing that we can do that every year. But there is that $50,000 gap, and that's the gap that we need to close. The first option I'm calling patching up the holes. And the idea here would be to have a temporary fix and for us to go through cycles of raising more money in order to cover the deficit, in order to close that gap. And that would mean that every 3 to 4 years we have a larger campaign beyond our normal stewardship campaign to help us raise more money. Another way to patch up the hole might be for us to do more things like drawdown, tablescapes, bake sales, all those different kind of fundraisers that we do more often. And in that option, we could bring in more folks from the outside in the community and fundraise that way. So we've got an option to plug up the hole, and I would say that that option for me, the temporary option, is just one option that we might consider. And next week I want to talk to you in part 4 about doing a little bit more than just plugging in the holes.